jump on. All right. So thanks for coming, ladies. We already did our introduction. So Tanisha and Sonia, go ahead and introduce yourself, how long you've been in business, who you're under, where you're located, and one fun fact we don't know about you.
Go ahead.
I'm Tanisha, and I am currently in Macon, Georgia. I am directly under Nakia. And one fun fact, I'm probably the shortest person you'll ever meet.
No, because you are taller than Patty.
My name.
But we'll go with Sonia.
My name is Sonia West, and I am in Raleigh, North Carolina. I've been in the business a little over a year under Nakia, and I guess I don't know. Fun fact. I don't know if it's fun, but I have 5 kids, 1 by birth, 4 by adoption. That cool? And they all made it to adulthood.
All right, and then Sonia and Tanisha, you guys get a ticket as well. You guys are participating. Here are your tickets, 1 each for you.
Looks like Walanda is on.
Oh, yay! Hey, Walanda.
Hey.
Walanda, introduce yourself, where you're from.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Introduce yourself, where you're from, who your sponsor is, and one fun fact about you.
Okay, my name is Walanda Short. I live in San Angelo, Texas. I'm originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Nakia is my sponsor. And one fun fact about me, well, I'm bartender part-time, and I'm also a martial artist.
And how old are you, Walanda?
I am proudly 52 years old.
Woo woo! And how long have you been in business?
Oh, just for about 3 weeks now, 2 to 3 weeks.
All right, awesome. All right, so and one more person, and so you know the rules. Tell us who you are, who your sponsor is, where you're from. One fun fact about you.
My name is Deborah Reed. I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio. I live in Burtonsville, Maryland. Nakia is my sponsor, and what's fun about me? I guess you could probably say that I rode across state to state from California all the way back to DC on a motorcycle.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's awesome. All right, so we are going to play a quick game because we all know.
Wait, Nakia.
Oh, is there somebody else?
Yeah, well, it's me, and I just wanted to say, I'm not really from Raleigh, North Carolina, not, trying to diss anybody, but, I'm originally from East Orange, New Jersey, right? Nakia,
together. Oh, okay. We graduated for years, but we met by another consultant who wanted to do a party. She couldn't do it. I did it from North Carolina to do it, and found out we went to the same high school, and her friends used to live in the same building I grew up in. So yeah, really small. I had to go to North Carolina to find that out. So all right, so we all know why we do parties, right? Why do we do parties? We'll make fun, have fun. Why do people book parties from us? Fun. What else? Discounts. What else? Education. You guys feel free to chime in too on Zoom.
Get a break from the kids.
Get a break. Oh, girl, give me a high five on that. That's what I do. Any other reasons?
Mingle with your friends.
We do have good stuff. Mingle with friends. Yep.
It's like a ladies' night out.
Yeah, it's a ladies' night out. Perfect. So these are all great reasons, and none of these are wrong reasons. But the main thing is we are here to help empower women through sexual health education. That is truly why we do what we do. So I'm going to see how well you all know your knowledge. And you all are going to get a ticket for every time you give the correct answer, okay? So this is true or false questions. All right, so true or false? And Zoom people, go ahead and call it out too. True or false? Vibrators were originally invented for doctors to treat medical condition called hysteria.
True.
All right. Who said false?
It's true.
All right, Sonia. She's competitive. She's good. Yeah. She's good.
Yeah.
All right. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. I'll let you charge the ticket. If you need more, I actually have yellow ones on the left side on the table. All right, so everybody gets a ticket. That is true. They were invented in the late 1880s before nurses and doctors had to manually treat women for hysteria. Vibrators made it quicker and easier. What did they use before vibrators? Their hands. Their hands. Who said their hands? Yeah, she gets an extra ticket. All right. Number 2, over half of women surveyed in the study reported using a vibrator. True or false?
How many percentage you said?
Over half.
False.
False.
All right, so
It's gonna be a lot of tickets.
I know. I have yellow ones in my office on the left side. All right, so raise your hand if you say true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any true on Zoom?
Whatever you want to do.
No, Missy. So I'm going to say nobody's raising their hands here. So I'm going to say everybody here says false on Zoom. All right. So my true people, you get a ticket. 50%.
I raised my hand.
Who raised their hand?
Tanisha raised her hand. Tanisha.
All right. So Tanisha gets 1 ticket. The middle one. There we go. All right. So it's actually 52%. 52% from prevalence and characteristics of vibrator use by women in the United States have reported that 52% of women say that they have used a vibrator. Okay. Number 3, the G-spot is a specific spot in the front wall of the vagina. It is about the size of a quarter and feels like a walnut.
Oh. True.
Okay, raise your hand if you say true. Left, right back over to the left. Left. Look right in that plastic baggie. Nope, go back over to your right. Right in that area.
I have like halfway. It can be to the left, right, middle.
All right, so my true people.
Isn't that one?
1, 2, 3,
It's yes.
5. And Sonia, you say yes, true?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was true. Yeah.
All right. My false people are correct.
Because I thought it was true and false.
No, if you're
because it's not real walnut.
correct. So the answer is pretty much sort of. So what you see on the outside is actually the oh no, sorry, that's the wrong answer. It's false. No, it's false. The G-spot is really an area on the front wall of the vagina. The location and size of it depends woman to woman. All right, if you've been to my parties, I've said that it's either to the left, right, or center. Every woman is different. Yeah, I did. Some women may like stimulation of the G-spot and some won't. It just depends on the woman. All right. Next one. There is only one way to orgasm. All right. So who said false? Right, James, you say false?
False. False.
I say false.
All right, raise your hand. I'm counting 3, 2.
Question again?
There's only one way to orgasm. All right, if you're saying false, keep your hands up.
False.
Okay. The ones who have their hands down, you are correct. The answer is true. There is only one way the body responds during orgasms with contractions to the pelvic area. There are a lot of different types of stimulation. Oh, no, they don't give a friend. No, it says there's only one way to orgasm. There are different types, but there's only one way. All right. There are different types of stimulation that can cause an orgasm. Yeah. But there's only one way. Let's see, bonus points. Does anybody know where the orgasm actually starts from?
I was going to say
The brain.
You say the brain?
Not the brain.
Oh.
Where our orgasm starts.
The skin.
Nope.
Who the hell knows?
Yours.
Because I'm thinking about the opening.
Your clitoris is the mothership of all orgasms, even your G-spot.
Said that.
All right, we're going to do one more. Parts of the male genitalia develop from the same tissues as female genitalia.
True.
Raise your hand.
And
What do you say, Miss Walanda?
I say it's false.
You say it's false. All right, so those who raise your hand saying it's true. Sorry, I lost my place. It is true. The answer is true. I knew that already, but I just want to be sure. So the answer is true. Glans clitoris, the part of the clitoris you see on the outside, and the glans penis, or the head of the penis, labia majora and the shaft of the penis, and scrotum or clitoris hood and foreskin. Okay, so do know when we're all born female.
Right. And then you both.
And then it just depends from there whether you're going to grow a penis or a vagina, these two ladies. All right, so I hope you wrote down some of these things. So this is some of the things that you can actually talk about at your parties. Because there's a lot of things that women don't know. All righty. So the next thing is just some quick announcements. All right. Stand up or raise your hands if you've had a $500 month last month. All right. Oh yeah, stand up. Stand up. Be proud. Woo! Okay, 500 or more. Stand up. 500 or more. Stand up. October. Yeah, October. 500 or more.
Not for me, October.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
You, yes. If you were $1,000 or more, keep standing. 2,000 or more, keep standing.
No, that's not me.
Nope. 3,000 or more, keep standing. 4,000 or more, keep standing. Our hands still up? Hands are not up. Oh, 4,000 or more. Okay, 2,000. Good. Great job, ladies. Congrats to all of you. If you sponsored at least one person in October, stand up. October. Yes. All right. Woo! And Tanisha is standing, even though she's laying in her bed. She's not feeling well. She's recovering. But she also did sponsor someone last month as well. All right. So do know that this month is
2 or more.
Okay. I'm sorry.
She had a big month in October. Thank you very much.
2 or more sponsoring. Keep standing. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
All right, great job. Okay, so just so you know, also, this is the last meeting that I'm having here this month for the rest of the year. It's just because with the holiday season, so many things going on. I am going to have a new consultant training here, though. And as soon as I get the info about that, it's either going to be on December 4th or December 11th. It's always going to be a Sunday. I know, but I was going to start, and that was another thing. So the next meeting is going to be on, it's usually the first Sunday of every month. It's actually going to be January 16th. No, not the 16th, the 15th. Reason being, I was debating with my advisory board that we created with the team about moving the team meetings. And I just live too far for anybody to come during the week. So I decided after tons of meditation and really thinking about it, I'm keeping it on a Sunday. And if people who show up will show up, people who want to make money and do better with their business, they'll show up, and Sunday seems to be the easiest. So this will be the last one. New consultant training will be, and we'll do a Zoom as well for a new consultant training. But it's either going to be the 4th or the 11th. I just have to see which one it's going to be. Also, Dana's Diamond Divas, their team Christmas party. So we're all Dana's Diamond Divas. And her team Christmas party is going to be on December 19th. We have not picked a location yet because I'm supposed to be spearheading that. Oh, God. Yeah. So I got to get the ball rolling on that one. But it is December 19th. It is for your spouses can attend as well, significant others or guests. Adults, no kids, because there's a lot of shenanigans that happen at the Christmas party. We had a ton of fun, and we also do kind of like a white Christmas secret elephant, type thing, and we're vicious. So yeah, we're a little vicious. So keep that date open. It does include dinner. So as soon as we find out the pricing and everything, we will definitely let you know. And the next team meeting for Dana is going to be on the 29th this month. She is in Annapolis. So if she's a little bit past Annapolis Mall. And it's from, her meetings are usually from 6:30 to 9. 6:30 is mix and mingle. There's a bar there, so if you want to get a drink or two, you can. And then we start the meeting at 7. Oh, and Danielle's doing the meeting. And Lauren Capelli. Okay, perfect. All right. I think that's it for right now. So I'm going to talk a little bit more afterwards, but we are going to get started with our guest speaker. So I have known her now for 5 years.
Yeah.
That's it? Oh, okay. For only 5 years. And I don't even know how we started talking, but
every day for like 3 years, 2 years?
Yeah, we talk literally. This is my accountability partner. She keeps me on my toes every single morning. You know, when I say the first 20 minutes you wake up, so she's who I listen to within the first 20 minutes when I wake up. She's the first person I talk to during the day. We pump each other up. And so what I admire about DK, as you all know her, is she consistently has $1,000 party average. But she is also a physical education teacher for like 12 years? 15 years. So she runs a full-time career as well as a full-time business. How big is your team?
Like 40, 41 right now. It was lost from last month.
Yep. So she's a team leader. She's making big moves. So I had her come up so that she can show us how we can really pump it up the last couple of months that we have left for the year and get your year started for next year. Because whatever you do right now is actually going to help catapult you into next year. So give it up for Ms. DK.
All right, get my notes out. So how long do I have to talk?
What time is it?
3:45.
You have an hour.
Okay. I have lots of notes here on here. And then what I can do, is I can just talk about stuff, and then if you guys have questions, just We'll do it that way. All right. So like I said, I've been in business for about 6 years now. I'm on the board of directors. 2 girls away from hitting board of directors for the 2nd year in a row, which means I get the heart bracelet and a little diamond that gets added to it. I was one of 74 women last year that did $103,000 retail. Out of a company of 25,000 plus, so that was pretty big deal last year. And I did all of that with no outside advertising. So if you're like, well, I don't have a van, I don't have stickers on the back of my car, I don't have this, blah, blah. My page on Facebook is such a secret. I don't leave my pens places. I don't do any outside advertising. Strictly word of mouth and from parties. So it's definitely doable if you want to do it. But if you don't want to do it, everybody's in business for a different reason. For me last year, it kept my mind off of other things, and then I just started catapulting into like, oh, I can do this. And like I said, $1,000 parties, I have anywhere from 6 to 10 parties a month generally. So I'm having consistently $8,000 to $12,000 months. Last month was $3,001, and that's the lowest month I've had in probably like 2 years. But I wanted to hit my minimum so I can get my override check and everything. So, all right. So some ways. So do you guys want to know ways that you can hit the big numbers and do all that stuff? All right. So for sales wise, having $1,000 party is easy when you're having more ladies at the party. If you have 2 or 3 ladies at the party, yes, you can have some big spenders. However, most likely you're probably not going to. So I always say you're shooting for about 15, so you're inviting about 40-ish. Then when it gets the week of, you're talking to your hostess and saying, all right, so in order for us to get, I change it to like the 12 to 15-ish. We want to make sure that we keep on inviting people. We want to keep messaging people. Don't just rely on that Facebook event. Send them the text, send them the phone calls and everything. And then I also do where if somebody brings a guest, they're getting a free gift. A free gift is like a foil pack. I run out of foil packs. I've done free shipping for that person, like whatever. I also do a VIP club, VIP program. How many of you guys do a VIP program or at least know what that is? All right, a couple of you. So I've done it consistently since I started business. Somebody does $150 retail with me, they get a free basic instinct, which depending on what your buying rate is and what you get for free products, might not necessarily want to do that. Some people do a treasure chest box. You could do a hot heart massager. You could do different things like that. A free bottle of Coochie if you get $150. I just have always done basic instinct. Get 150 retail with me, they get a free basic instinct, and all future orders with me forever are 10% off. I know some consultants do where it's only for a year, and then if you do. Anybody got time for all that? Make it simple. People always forget. They contact me. I'm like, aren't you a VIP? Like, I have to remind them that they're a VIP because they order for me all the time. But if somebody comes into the ordering room with about a $100 order, I'm going to bump them up to $150. All right? So it's just an easy way to do that. The other thing to do is always ask for what else. Like, when you go to McDonald's, do you want fries with that? Yeah. Do you want to get a drink with that? Mm-hmm. Do you want this? What else do you want? Right. All right, girl, I don't see you have toys on there. What else you want? Right. What toy are we going to get today? You going to get the lube? You get the cleaner, you're going to get it. All right, so always just asking them for that one else. Also, you need to actually know your products. How many of you use a lot of your products? Right? If you're not using your products, you're probably not selling the products. When I do my demo, I'm passionate about the first part of my demo. Yes, I have toys, but the other stuff like your Coochie and your Body Dew and the enhancement creams and the lubes, I go on and on about that because it's stuff that I'm using on a daily basis. So if people know that, so if you're like, no, girl, you need the Coochie, and you're like, you need my Coochie in your life. Make little jokes like that. Now, you don't want to make it sound like a creeper, but but you want to make it fun. If you're standing there like this bottle of Coochie, first of all, it is rash-free, blah, blah. I would look at you looking more crazy and you were talking about rash-free Coochie. No, you want to make it sound exciting, like, oh my God, your legs are going to be so amazing, and blah, 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 and make some jokes about it. Yeah, I can sell this paper to you for $100 if I make something amazing, okay? Make them want what you have. I've said this to Chris Ciccanelli too. We've had, different trainings or whatever. He says, well, how are you selling them? I make them want what I have. I'm going up there and I'm saying, oh my God, this is the best. You got to have this. You want this. You want that. And we're women. So again, the more stock that you have, the more they're going to get because they see it. They see you talking about it. They're just going to want it, right? It's like those damn the dollar things. We go to Target. You're like, oh, I don't want it. But I see it. I'll just get some more buckets. I'll just get a little decoration. Even at Joanne's, everywhere you go now, they have those dollar bins, $5 bins, whatever. Make your products come alive. And are you smiling? Are you standing up there like, this is the best stuff ever? It is great. I love Body Dew. Amp is so good. No, are you like, I'm done. People who come to my parties, they know I'm sweating at it when I'm done with the party. I'm like all over the place with it. It's just because, and I'm selling the $1,000 plus parties because people are like, what was this stuff you talked about? I'm like, girl, I don't know what you want. Like, I got over here. I smell this stuff, So Make them on what you have, smiling, having fun, and then there's also the whole idea of cross-selling and upselling. Do you guys understand cross-selling, upselling? Yes, no?
No.
No, okay. So cross-selling would be, if I had a toy, cross-selling would be what?
Toy cleaner.
Toy clue and a leader. Toy clue, I'm combining words here. Toy cleaner and a lube, that would be cross-selling. If I get Coochie, what would be a cross-sell of Coochie? Skin therapy, keeping my body do, like, because you're talking about the back line, oh my God, you got body. Do you know that Kiss also, you're just kind of doing that upselling, okay? With that, upselling would be somebody wants Twitter.
You don't want any of that.
Right. Jam session. Let's get it on. A bullet. What are you gonna do with a bullet? Upsell it. Be like, oh, that's cute. You want a bullet? Oh, 1985 call. They want their toys back. Let's look at Home Alone. Right. So when you're talking to them one-on-one, they're gonna be more inclined to be like, oh, okay. Well, what is that one? And be willing to take your stuff back out to show them. Don't be like, oh, just trust me, it's good. You know, unless I know you. I mean, I'm not spending $79 on something I don't know. If you show it to me, I might end up wanting to have that. So those are just a couple different things. But cross-selling, upselling, I could go on and on about all that. Yeah.
When you're new and you don't have all those products.
Oh, absolutely.
How do you, if you, okay, you don't have all those products. How do you sell the ones that you don't have? Because I know like the Premiere and the, you know, all the good ones. And they're costly, and they didn't come in your kit. They gave you the little baby bullet.
If you got the standard kit, if you got the deluxe kit, which was a really good kit to get, because it has 3 of those purple boxes. So one thing I would say is make it your goal. We kind of talked about this before when we were getting set up and everything. Make it your goal. If you want one of those purple boxes, after every party, take profit back and get one of those purple boxes, because now you're showing it. And even if you don't have it to go home with, you can still talk it up. Give everybody in there a catalog. Use your catalog during your party, because you can still show it. The problem with doing the catalog is you don't want to get the habit of showing every single thing in the catalog. And I know when we first merged companies and a lot of us were using the catalogs, I felt like I was showing a lot of the stuff in the catalog. I was like, oh, but yeah, there's this. Oh my God, there's this. And you just want to keep showing everything because you're so excited about it. But I would say go in there and have pinpoint which ones you want to sell. Just because you don't have it doesn't mean you can't sell it. When I first started, we were saying this before, when I first started with summer parties, I printed off toys that I wanted. And I literally put it in a clear protective sheet, and I passed that around like toys. And that was my toy. And then after a party, I was like, all right, let me buy one of those. So if you make it your goal, like every party, I mean, the Premiere and the other, Take a Bow, those are $79 and $99 toys. Put a little bit of your profit back in, put about 40, 50 bucks of your profit back in to get one of those, and you'll start selling it. I mean, just simple as that. The other ones are a little bit more, and you can't use free product with those, which is kind of a pain, but that is what it is. Let's see, another way for sales, be fun, but one game that I do always is tic-tac-toe. I've done that not since I started, but Dana Barish actually did that in one of our trainings years ago, and ever since then I've done this. So you can either just have them turn over their order forms and literally draw a tic-tac-toe board. I do a half sheet of paper. I have them already made up. I printed them from school. I take paper from school. And then it has on the top Your Romance by Danielle King, has 2 tic-tac-toe papers, and they use this as their wish list. So throughout the party, I keep reminding them, hey, if you like this, write it down, because at the end I'm going to call it 3 random things for who has tic-tac-toe wins a prize. So they're adding to this wish list. You can use your wish list that comes on those connection cards. Personally, it sound like a game, you're going to be more inclined to do it. Because if I was at a party making a wish list, I'm not going to be like, oh, I don't know if I want to write this, or who's going to get this, or whatever. But a game, knowing that you can get a prize at the end, why not, right? So it's literally, I mean, when I first started, have them take their order forms out if you're using order forms. If not, they can even use it on the connection form where those lines are. Just have them make a tic-tac-toe. At the end, I call it random things. I'm always calling out things that they should have on there. I'll say, just like me, you got cleaner, because y'all should have your cleaner written down. It's a good way to review products. So I always, when I'm doing my tic-tac-toe, I always call back out Basic Instinct, because that was my VIP. So ladies, don't forget, you will make sure you have Basic Instinct on there, because when you spend $150 or more with me, you're going to get that for free tonight. So my reminder, you know what I mean? So it's a fun little thing to do. Games, I'm not huge on games. I usually do a starter game, tic-tac-toe throughout, and that's kind of pretty much what I do. I want to get to the products, not spend a lot of time on the actual games. Can you guys hear me?
Now I'm gonna try and move.
Breaking up a lot.
Breaking up.
What'd you say?
You're breaking up a lot.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna see if I could move it around.
If you move it like onto there, maybe?
Let's see. All right. Can you all see? Yeah. How's that?
It's not Come in.
She's not talking.
I said I'm not talking yet. Come on in.
All right.
All right, so we'll see. So we have TikTok, and I'm trying to talk quick too because I got a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Can you guys hear on Zoom, Kim? Walanda, you all can hear?
I can hear.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
A hand and a thumb. All right, cool. So another thing that I do that also increases my sales is I do a kind of like a layaway program. Now this, you need to know your clients and you need to know if you're comfortable doing this. I've done it since started my business and I've only been screwed over maybe 2 times, but then that was a tax write-off for me, so it was not the end of the world. So basically, if somebody comes into the order, you'll have guests that are saying, well, I don't get paid till next Friday. Girl, please, your vagina belongs to me. Come on in here, I'm gonna take care of you. Right? So they come in and they say, okay, well, I'm just gonna be able to buy a bottle of coochie then. I mean, if I got paid next week, shoot, I wish that if they initiate that kind of conversation, or if they say, well, I can only afford this, why? You get paid next week or in 2 weeks? Is it a paid thing, or you just don't want to spend your money? Because I don't want you to spend rent on this kind of stuff. If they say that it's a paid thing, I said, all right, that's all right, get what you want today. Me personally, I give them their products. I write down their credit card information. They sign the order form because I use full order sheets, and then I write it in my calendar and I swipe. I run their cards on those days. So, for example, yesterday I ran a card from like 3 weeks ago. She got paid the following Friday, and then 2 weeks later, but she was going to buy like $50 worth of stuff. Instead, she bought $200 worth of stuff. So she gave me a little bit then, and then I ran $62, and I ran $62 those other ones, and then yesterday was almost like Friday was like a payday for me because I was like, yeah, buddy, I got a little $62 in my account. Okay, so kind of up to you whether you want to do something like that. For me, if somebody's like, oh, I can give you a check and you can cash it, I always ask for their credit card because and I also ask, is it direct deposit? Because I did have one lady give me a hard time about that. She's like, how rude, you ran it on that Friday morning. I'm like, because you said you got paid on Friday morning. She's like, yeah, and then you kept messaging me because you have my products and I want my money. That's why.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So then she wanted to try to cancel the order, and I was like, no, it doesn't work that way. You have my products for a couple weeks now, so I usually do the credit card, and then I just run it that morning, like first thing before I even go to work. So that way they're not having any bills come out or, oops, I forgot or anything. You can always remind them the day before. I don't even do that. I just run it because it's on your order form. We're adults. I teach middle school, but yeah. Let's see. So that's my pay later stuff. Oh, so stock. How many of you are carrying some stock? Okay. How many of you are carrying a lot of stock? Okay, so when you start to carry, and you just started, that's totally cool and everything. There's the Inventory Advantage program. So once you put in 3 parties with the COO, they send you that email. It's totally, and once you activate as well, you get that email, and it is totally worth it, especially with the new stuff. And then you have product on hand. We're women. We're impulse buyers. I mean, it's the truth. You see the stuff and you're like, I think I want that. And it's easier to upsell. You can totally sell the stuff that comes in your kit that you haven't used. If it was me and it comes with I don't even know which kind, what scent does it body do come with? The love story? Okay, so let's say you have a love story. Okay, well, if you have your own love story, put that in your demo and then sell the one that it came with. Right? If it comes with any enhancement creams or any of that kind of stuff, put the enhancement. It's not, it's sealed, so sell it. And then that way when you go into the ordering room, still every single person comes in the order room. Don't just say, everybody give me your order forms. Still treat them like you have a ton of stuff, because here's the thing. When you go to any of these kind of parties, any of our parties, people are still surprised that we have stock. When you go to Tastefully Simple, when you go to Origami Owl, when you go to Premier Jewelry, when you go to Leah Sophia, you don't go home with anything, and you've got to wait 2 or 3 weeks for that stuff, right? So when you come in there and you can be like, oh my God, I know I'm going to owe you all this, but you are going to get your coochie tonight. They're going to be like, what? That's awesome. So even if you don't have it, oh well, still have your private ordering room, still have it away from everybody, have that one-on-one time, don't try to rush them through it, because I've had ordering rooms that have taken like 2 hours and people are waiting in line, like standing upstairs because they want to come in and have that one-on-one conversation. Okay? So definitely start thinking about that. Stock is really important. The way you can grow your stock, the way that I did it, let's say I sold 2 just like me at a party. instead of reordering just the 2, I order 3. If I'm at like 4 or 5, I order a 6-pack because you're paying for what, 1.2, 5.3, whatever it is. You're getting like almost 1 free. So for me, little by little, I did that. Even now, when we have new products, I gotta still get them too. So maybe I won't order as many of, like, I don't know, I seem to have a lot of cleaners sometimes. So I'm like, all right, I won't order those 4 cleaners so I can get this toy. You know what I mean? The things that I would recommend carrying first would be building up your demo to a couple things, but also carrying the heavier stuff. Yes, some people will say, well, that women don't want to wait for their toys. I'm talking about having to mail the stuff out. Bottles are going to be heavier than some of the toys. So for me, I would rather make sure you're going home with all your bath products. I'll mail you your Premier. Like that's light. It's easy to do, and like you're gonna be able. I mean, some women, yes, go home and use the toy right away, but you'd be surprised how many. I need to have my coochie. I need my body do. I need this, and they really, really want that stuff. So that's the stuff that I would start little by little. If you sell 3, buy a 6-pack. You know, wait until sale day. You know, we have a $19 shipping, or we have another where it's like, you know, spend $300 and get a 5% off or something like that. Yes, or you go, especially if you started at 40% buying and you can buy up to the 50% level. Oh my God, it's awesome. I've had parties where I've had a Friday, Saturday, Sunday weekend, and then I'll wait and like, ooh, I'm like play the lottery. I'm gonna wait, and it'll be Tuesday, like $19 shipping and 50% off. So I saved like $300 on this order, and I'm like, that's what I might put back in to get something else. You know what I mean? So another way too that you can also is things that are going on sale, like whipped cherry berry right now. You can buy a 6-pack of that and sell it for full price still and make money on that. You know, little things like that. But carrying stock is definitely a big deal. Now, also with having a full-time job and this full-time business, time management is a huge deal. Huge deal. How many of you guys would say you have a hard time with time management? Okay. So with time management, how many of you guys actually have a calendar? And how many do you use the calendar? Yes. Okay. And when I mean use, like you have it, like you pull it out right now? Yeah. You do now, exactly, because of the other group. Exactly. So make sure that you're actually using a calendar and block out time. Now, when we had our, was it the leadership one that when Chris was talking to us, or future leaders, because I know you're not in the future leaders, when he was talking about not doing necessarily something every single day. Were you in that group? No, was just in Baltimore? I get the two confused in both of those meetings. But basically, instead of saying like every day I'm going to work an hour of my business, why not block out? If you know that you, like, let's say your kids have karate from 5 to 7, I don't know, I'm just making it up, like karate from 5 to 7 on Monday, make that your time. Like drop them off, go back in the car, and 5 to 7 on Monday, that's when I'm going to make my calls. You know, maybe for you, you have a long commute. So making some calls in the morning would be the time. Just, you know, check in with some hostesses, whatever. Like, hey, girls, I want to check in with you. Now, to me, if I'm on the other end of that, I probably wouldn't want to be called at 7 o'clock in the morning. But if you know that you're at 9 o'clock, you can do that. You know what I mean? Look at your actual schedule and see what works best for you. So for me, my like 9 to 2, 9 to 3 time is like fine. Unfortunately, I'm at work from 9 to 2, 9 to 3, so I have to like force myself to do something else. Working your business from 4 to 6 and doing 2 hours, 3 hours of it every single day is going to get you burnt out. Just straight up. You know what I mean? Unless you're doing this as a full-time job and this is the only thing that you have. I mean, I know like with you, like the kids go and now you're like, all right, I have a day, I can block this out or whatever. But when the kids weren't here, you can get sidetracked. And even now it's like, all right, well, maybe I'll get a little less me time. And that's one of the things for me this year was I was really trying to concentrate on having more me time because last year it was go, 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 go. So now if I'm with my boyfriend, I'm like consciously like my phone is over here and I'm not answering my phone. Just not doing it. Like there is no romance emergency that needs to happen that me hanging out with him for 2 hours, I realized that I feel like, oh my God. And it's like, I feel like I'm always on call. If my phone is with me, I'm gonna get back to you, you know, but I think blocking out that work time would be definitely beneficial. And if you're not blocking it out, just assuming that you're gonna do it, that's not good either. You know, so say like Monday, while Dancing with the Stars is on, I'm gonna go on the phone from 8 to 10, or I'm gonna be on my computer and messaging everybody from 8 to 10. Like that's the only time that you have. You know, going on the computer and liking things on Facebook, that's working too. You're putting in their news feeds, getting back in their algorithms. You know what I mean? So let's see. Time management. For me, I color code everything. So it's just something I've always done since I was a kid. Oh no, you're a circle. I am a circle. But I am a circle inside of a square. So, but I like when I was like growing up, I had day planner like in high school, whatever, and I always remember math was red, so I had red folders, red spirals for my math classes, and I would do like little stickers that were red, and I would put that in my agenda book for when I had a test. So I do the same kind of things now. If it's for school, my school colors are red. I teach at. So I do red. If it's pure romance stuff, I do pink because when I look at it, I can kind of block it out. I use an Erin Condren day planner, so I can do like morning, afternoon, like I can block it out however I want. Some people use their phones. That helps too. But if you're not writing it, you're not blocking out the time, you're not going to do it. You're just not going to do it. Right? So Leslie, I know you're using it more. Are you feeling like you're working your business a little bit more?
Definitely. I'm more organized instead of being all over the place. So it's having a calendar with me all the time and time blocking. And trust me, it is a big adjustment because I'm a fly-by-night, do what I want to do when I want to do it. So having some adjustment issues, but it works.
Yeah, time blocking is big. Yeah. When do you do your time blocking?
You mean when do I block out?
Yeah, like is there a certain day a week that you do it?
Sunday is most of my romance stuff. So I do a lot of my planning on Sunday.
Okay.
So I took some of my pure romance time to come here for that.
Good.
But this is still pure romance.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was okay for this to happen at this time.
Right. Yeah. For me, I like on Sunday nights, and if I can't do it Sunday nights, usually like first I didn't want to be first period off, and now I'm like, I'm glad I'm first period off because if I don't get to it Monday morning, the very first thing I can do when I get to school is I can take my calendar out and block out what I want to do. Like I'm going to contact my hostess, I'm going to contact this. There's some things you do regularly. Like I don't need to write down that, okay, 7:20, Nakia, I'm going to, you know what I mean? Like that's just a given. However, I'm going to block in it. I'm going to contact my hostesses. I'm going to put out my mailers. I'm going to go to the post office and mail stuff this day. I need to like different things. I'm going to go to the gym this day. I need to go to the grocery store, which is really not.
Why are you doing that?
You guys should see my fridge. I have like the refrigerator of like a 22-year-old bachelor. Not a bachelorette, a bachelor. Wow. I had eggs. There is a beer. There's no eggs now because the one crate is gone. It's expired. The other one we just finished this morning. The cheese. Shoes. I have hummus right now too. I usually have hummus.
Wow.
Chips to go with it.
What's the hummus and chips?
That's been my meal numerous times. Yeah, but I'm out on fly. But again, I'm doing time blocking a little bit better myself because I should say, okay, I'm gonna go to this. I'm gonna go to the grocery store this day, and I just oh my long speed hard down. Another thing too for what keeps me organized with time blocking, I have an assistant. Some of you have just started off. I don't spend your money on that because right now you can label your products, you can label your catalog while you're sitting and watching TV. Or if you have kids, they can label the stuff to put them to work. You know what I mean? So for me, I have her do it, and a lot of times, even with her being my assistant, there's been times where like I don't feel like I want to be doing work while she's doing work, and she will tell me, "Go upstairs and just chill." Like whatever, and I'm like, all right. So I'll go upstairs and like sit and force myself to be like, I'm just gonna sit here and do nothing for a little bit, and then I get up and end up doing something like whatever. But let's see, hostess coaching is a big deal. I mean, that's a whole other training in itself, and Nakia's gonna do a new consultant training. But keeping up with your hostesses is a big deal. Having some kind of, it's not the right word, but like some kind of organization system with your parties. You do a party, let's say 3 to 4 hours, like blocking out that time. Travel, you're there, doing whatever. And you have to have a system for how you're going to put that party into the COO. So are you going to use Pure Sale? Are you going to use your iPad and you're going to put it in at the party so the stuff is ready to go? Are you going to get home and do it immediately? Are you going to do it the next day and block out time? Are you going to have somebody else blocking it out? But having some kind of hostess coaching system. So every Monday, I'm going to contact her 4 weeks out, 3 weeks out, 2 weeks out, the week of, day before. And these are really quick. These are sending a text. These are sending, a quick little Facebook message. And then after the party, I close mine out the very next day, which for me, I do everything. I still do paper copy of stuff. So I put the stuff in tally it up, do, whatever, close it out, paper clip it, put it to the side. And then my assistant comes over, she puts it into Media Center or iContact or, whatever it is that we're using. So just getting into some kind of system, and it doesn't have to be difficult. I literally have my papers, which I included in the packet that I gave you. And I have a binder, and I take it and I stick it in the binder and move to the next thing. So just having some kind of system, a follow-up system as well. Let's see. Also, how I am doing so well is recruiting. The more parties you're doing, the more bigger your funnel will get. So we say the funnel because there's more people. So if I'm doing a party this big, I'm going to say, all right, well, at least probably there's got to be 2 or 3 girls in here that are probably interested in the business. So I'm going to ask everybody still in the ordering room, and my funnel is going to grow. If you're not doing any parties and you're wondering why you're not recruiting, it's because you're not doing any parties. So the big thing is you got to be having the parties. And then how are you doing the parties? You're asking. I do everything word of mouth. So my goal is to always have 2 or 3 parties that I'm getting from a party, but I'm also putting things on Facebook. I'm picking up the phone and calling people, even though I hate to do that. When I'm out and about, I do, especially if I'm wearing some kind of shirt that might catch somebody's attention. But basically, parties are the big thing. That's the lifelong, the lifeblood. Lifeblood? Blood life. Blood life? Lifeblood. That's right, lifeblood. No, that doesn't sound right. Lifeline, blood, the blood of your party. But you all know what I mean. So y'all need parties to get your money, to get more parties, to get recruits, right? So bloodline. Bloodline? Y'all know what I mean. So another thing that also helps with my sales every month is outside orders. So again, you're getting your parties. You might be getting outside orders for that party, but then you're starting to build your clientele. Right now, for any of you guys to do a flash sale would be completely, in my opinion, would be ridiculous because you don't have the clientele that we have. So what especially with our team, and we have talked about this in the past, some people see that we did $6,000, $7,000 flash sales. Oh, I'm gonna do a flash sale. I'm gonna get $6,000, $7,000 this month. No, you won't. I'm gonna tell you right now. It's like I tell the kids at school, nope. I'm a realistic teacher. Nope, it's not gonna happen. So, and the reason I say no, and I want to burst your bubbles, is because I don't want you going into a flash sale coming up to Peak Wednesday and thinking, oh my God, so I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna put all this time in, and you're gonna sell $100 worth of stuff. That's because you have 5 people that are buying from you. You know what I mean? We have clientele of thousands, and it might be 100 people that buy. I had 70. Well, actually, it was 72. 69 or 70 people that actually followed through and actually paid for $6,000 in June. That's a lot of people. Your flash sale, you had how many people?
I had who actually paid. I had 34 people actually paid, and it was about 5,000. Right.
So she had around a little bit less than me, but she had half the amount of people. Right. So and she did hers a little bit differently than mine. And she was hitting different goals. Right now we're right on track with trying to push each other to hit this big goal at the end. So yeah, in my did Sarah tell you did she give you a? You haven't talked to her yet. Yeah, she told me the goal is 9,000 for a flash sale. I was like,
oh yeah, I'm going higher than that.
Well, 9,000 gave you yeah. Okay, she said 12,000 November. I'm like. I did 15 in February. That was the last time I hit over 10,000. So I'm like. I can do it. She's like, you done over 10,000, right? I'm like, yeah. She goes, all right, done. 12,000 November. It's fine.
If you don't know who Sarah is our business coach.
Yeah. So, let's see. Planting the seeds on Facebook, but you can't rely just on Facebook. I know, we've talked about this before. Your clientele, your friends on Facebook might be 300 people. The 300 people, you might have 2 people that might buy from you. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to constantly putting things on Facebook. But you can say, was at a meeting today, so much fun, da-da-da. That's planting the seed. Oh, went grocery shopping today and paid cash for it. Hashtag thanks, Pure Romance. Planting the seed, right? But you're not constantly hey, book a party with me. Book a party with me. I've got a free deal. I got a sale going on. If you're constantly doing sales, people are going to wait for sales. So like I said, with the flash sale, when I first started off, I started off beginning, October 30th, I bought the kit. November, I had some parties. I didn't do any kind of flash sale. December, they all canceled. January, I went to Dana's East Coast training, kind of picked up from there, little by little by little. So that first November, I did Black Friday sale, and I did tiered. Actually, my first 2, maybe 3 years, I did a tiered thing. So like 4 a.m. to 7 a.m., you got a 50% discount. And it was time stamped. So it was like if you replied back to my email or on Facebook, there's a timestamp on it. That's an easy way to do it where you're not doing like how we do it. If you guys haven't seen our flash sales, it's like there's limited. So from at 9 a.m., I post Coochie's on sale. I have 8 bottles. Who wants it? And then 9:15, body do. And so like I've tweaked mine. That's why my sales went up, and I've got some ideas for the one that's in November. It's going to get cry. So that's what I'm working on actually. Yes, you have my hey. Hey. Let's see. Outside orders, back orders, and outside orders. You're going to get more of those orders and reorders when you label your products. Labeling your products, you can get from Rotec. You can go to Vistaprint. You can use the media not the media center, but on the COO to get labels, waterproof ones for the things that go in the shower. Whatever.
We have 15% off your entire order right now for Print Center through the 15th.
Oh, the 15th? Okay. Where's that coupon?
Let's see. I don't think you have to put a code in.
Oh, is it just off? Okay, because I don't remember seeing like actually code. But that's an easy way. So like that's again, you can sit there and do it. And up until almost 2 years ago, I was doing that all by myself. So now my assistant labels all that stuff, but there's no reason that you couldn't just be labeling it or like have a kid do it or like have a boyfriend do it or like here label this. So we order more stuff. Especially the kids.
Put in Bus Tour 16. Bus Tour 16 is the Print Center code, 15% off your entire order. It doesn't say there's a minimum.
Bus Tour 16, right?
Bus Tour 16. All together.
Something else, like when you're doing your outside orders, and that's going to cost you guys money. That's another reason that you want to make sure that you have stock. So when the orders do come in, especially as people that you know when you're starting off, still take this up, put some tissue paper, wrap it, maybe spray with perfume if you want, put it in one of the bags, seal, like roll it up, put a business card on it, put their name on it, and then you can either have them come to your house, you could go drive to their house, meet at like Target and say, hey guys, I'm meeting at Target, I'll be there from 1 to 2, come get your stuff there. People are more than happy, and you still charge them the $7 shipping, but then that way you don't have to worry about actually shipping this stuff out. But when I do ship stuff out, I have pink bubble mailers, I still do the tissue paper, I have little business cards I've used for years, I got from Vistaprint, that say sorry about your order, 10% off your next order. Sorry for the wait for your order, 10% off future order. I've had like 2 people use that. But it's that nice little gesture that comes in the mail that you're like, oh. Same thing when you order from like bigger companies and stuff like that. You order from, I don't know, like, what have I ordered from lately? Like Erin Condren or something like that. I know when I've gotten stuff like that and it was a delay, they're like, sorry for the delay, or this is your 7th order, 1 more order and you get blah, blah, blah. Just little things like that you can add to make yourself stand out, And then follow up. When I bought this Louis Vuitton purse, that was my big purchase of last year I saved up for. Yeah, you better believe I got an email from the girl. I got a call from her. Like, we'll make sure everything is good. I'm like, oh, it's good. Like, thank you so much. But they follow up with you. Same thing with like Tiffany's. So big name companies, they get your email. They send you their, their catalog or whatever. So when the new catalogs come out, why don't you go through your list of VIPs, especially if you have a smaller amount right now, put your old catalogs, mail the old catalogs out with a coupon and say, want the new one, take 15% off your a new item, and then message me if you want the new one or something like that. I don't know, just make something up. But you don't want to obviously be doing sales all the time. But the old catalogs, I've done it before, like mail it to people and be like, you want a new one, contact me and I'll give you a deal on it too. Or when you're doing like goodie bags, put a blow pop in it, a business card, and a coupon, and say, want a sample of our world famous coochie? Contact me today. Okay, cool. They contact me. I'm going to send them a sample of the coochie, like the ones you can buy, a little foil pack. Send that out to them and say, try this, want a free bottle or want a year's supply? Contact me and book a party in November, you get a year's supply. Just like 2 or 3 bottles. You could mail out 50 of those and have 1 person contact you back. But that 1 person could now be the bloodline of them.
That's how I send out my backlog.
Oh, okay. So, and then you just put this in the box. So she has a little bag. I just ordered more of these too, but I was out of labels. These are cute too. If you guys haven't seen these little little hanging thingamajigs that go on your Door hangers. Yeah. And I like a little picture. Super cool.
And a thank you card. Everybody
Can you
gets a
pass
thank
that
you
around?
card. Oh,
Sure.
thank you. Dollar Tree. Everything is Dollar Tree. The label is Avery from Walmart. It's just address labels.
Yeah. So you can do that, or you can do like just a print. You can do one from the media center. There's a lot of different options that you can do. Let's see, booking parties again, social media. These are all things. Another big thing too about why I think I've been so successful is I know my why. Does everybody here know their why?
Yeah.
Yes. So my why is I bought my house 3.5 years ago in Columbia, Maryland. I have a 3-level townhouse. I was dating somebody that now it's been over a year and everything, but like I bought this house, me, myself, and I. He didn't even come into the house until I had the keys to the house. I had no part in doing this. And to me, when I bought the house, I was like, if I'm going to own a house in Columbia, Maryland, which is definitely, you know, a higher price place, everything. I'm short my mortgage $500 every single month, and I said I'm not going to have to ask my parents for money to pay this mortgage. I just don't want to have to do it. I'm 37 years old, I have a master's degree, I'm a teacher. I just was like, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be house poor, but I'd rather be house poor walking into my house than this me, myself, and I that take care of this house. And so for me, that's one of my whys. But also in August, may she rest in peace, my hashtag yellow love truck, I had to put her to sleep with only like 110,000 miles on her. And so, you know, it's still very, I see a yellow exterior on the road and I still get a little clumsy. So when I was at the dealership, they were like, it's $7,000 to get fixed, or you can go, yeah, because the transmission was, I didn't really take care of her how I should have. I kind of abused her a little bit. Because I definitely should have been run her to the ground. I mean, technically I did run her to the ground, but I digress. So when I was at the dealership, they were like, you can pay $7,000 or you probably won't get a new car. And I was like, so now I have a new car, so the Rogue is out there. So now between the Rogue and my mortgage, I'm short $1,000 every month. So going into the month, I know I have to come up with at least $1,000. My other why I do the business is like, so the financial freedom and everything. But the other why that I keep my minimums and I keep on pushing myself is because I want my team to continue growing. I want my team to see that they can do this. And I feel like if I'm not hitting my minimums and I'm not recruiting and I'm not doing this and I'm not going to trainings, I go to every single training, how can I expect or want the rest of the team to do the same thing if I'm like, yeah, y'all go, because we've heard the information. We can't, we're just going to get a drink up. Well, yeah, we'll get there. Well, yeah. No, I have next Saturday is Future Leaders 2 to 6, and I had a party at 6, and she bumped it to 7 because I can go to that. Because it's a priority for me to make sure that I can get as much information as I can. So going to different trainings, coming to this, I commend you guys. You know, it's Sunday afternoon, and you guys are here. You know, it is a big deal. But you have to kind of know your why. If your why could be that you just want to get discounts, you want to do one party a month, so that way you can be able to get your mani-pedi. That could be that. When I bought my house, I was getting mani-pedis, I get acrylics and my toes done, and I was like, ooh, something's going to have to go because money is, and when I looked at my stuff bills, I was like, that is one thing that I can take out of the equation. And probably over a year ago, I was like, I'm going to put that back in the equation because I knew that I was like, oh, I have extra, I mean, not extra money, like I'm rolling in money, but like I had the money where I was like, it sounds silly, but it was stressing me out to go to a party and have chipped nails. And so especially being a PE teacher, I'm using it, or I'm on the computer, and I want to make sure I have nice nails, and that way, whatever, and also toes. So like every 2 weeks religiously, I go and get a mani-pedi. And then now it's become even more for me because now a good friend of mine that we kind of lost touch, now we get together and she goes with me, and so we do that every 2 weeks as that. So like these two are like, yeah. I know she's like, we need to go get a mani-pedi. So those are some of like my whys. I want to be able to financially afford the things that I want. So at this point, people say, why do you keep on teaching? Because I mean, last year Pure Romance has me down on my 1099 $65,000. You know, so they have me. I mean, I don't know what showed for that. I guess my house and the other crap that I bought and everything. But to me, I want to be able to afford the lifestyle that I've built for myself, and so I continue to teach because I need that second income. Health insurance has been covered, and also too, I don't have my own kids yet, so like those knuckleheads at school are my babies. So that's the other reason. Until I have my own kids and I have another person's income to help, then I might be able to, you know, back off that. But teaching is what I've loved. My mom's a teacher and all that kind of stuff too. So those are some of my whys that keep me from, you know, stopping this business. And the money, and obviously discounts are awesome too. So I would say big things, making sure you're booking those parties. Your funnel will grow as you book more parties and you have more parties. Be fun. Use your products. I mean, today, we're not rocket scientists. Like, this is easy stuff. But having a system. You are not a rocket scientist right now. You are a consultant. So, you are a consultant right now. But you guys know what I mean. Like, you got to have a system, block out that time, and decide for you. Like, what is it? Why do you want to do this? Like, is it maybe you're just doing it? What I do say is, and it was in my notes and everything too, if your why, and this is my personal opinion, if your why is to pay for your kids something, that's not big enough of a why. And that's coming from somebody who's not a kid. But I also believe in empowering women. And so maybe it is, yes, I'm doing this because I can pay for my kids to do camp and then this camp and da-da-da-da and pay for all this stuff. But I also love MAC makeup. And I'm going to make sure that the only thing that goes in my face is MAC makeup. You know what I mean? Something like that. Like, at least, because I feel like, especially as women, you go and you do these parties, you start connecting with people. And I started asking women, like, what is your dream? It's from Sarah. Like, what is one dream that you have? And you'd be surprised when we're like, oh no, I'm just a stay-at-home mom, or or that kind of stuff. And you're like, well, let's talk. You know what I mean? Because everybody should have something. So if your something is shoes, if you're materialistic, yes, but if it should be something. Maybe it's that you want to make sure you get your hair cut all the time, or you're using correct dye, or you're using, like, you want the new iPhone when it comes out. Okay, well, it's every year or two, you're going to make sure that's your thing. Cool. But have your thing. And I think as women, a lot of times, we take advantage of, I think we don't, not take advantage of the right word, but like, we don't take advantage of that. So I definitely encourage you, because I see your brain thinking right now, like, I don't know if I have, like, if your thing is jewelry, well, go treat yourself to Tiffany's. Walk into Tiffany's. Make that your goal. You can get something for under $200 at Tiffany's. Make that your goal. Like, I don't have any nice jewelry. I'm going to walk in and I'm going to buy some studs. I'm going to get myself a little blue box. Once you go blue, you don't go back.
I haven't gotten mine yet.
Congratulations.
I know. I was like,
I won my first Tiffany's. Tiffany's ring.
It's the one that's love, right? Yeah.
And it's so cute. I'm giving it to the
But those, I mean, you can go and you can get that, make that your, like, a goal thing. Like, and that way you look down and you're like, all right, that's, like, I have the one, I can still answer for the ring, but it's that, I think there's hearts all around. It's one that I wanted. So I'll wear that to parties because that's like, okay, that's like my special things. That's my whatever. I think everybody should have that. So, knowing your why, continuing to book those parties, and deciding what your why, I think it's a big deal. Because I think that some people see us hitting big numbers and think that's what you're supposed to do. That's what we choose to do. And I didn't start off that way. I started off because I was doing after school program and I was running it and doing 3 after school programs, and I was tired of it, getting burnt out, and I was like, oh, and I contacted Tasha, who's my sponsor, Tasha Skillen, and I did party with her, and she did in one party that I went and helped her with, she did what I earned doing 3 programs. And I was like, yeah, so I'm gonna have to, okay. And I needed something else. I mean, my cards were all maxed out. I was at the point where I couldn't even go get Subway because I had no money on my credit cards left. So I was like, I got cans of soup. Like, that's where I was at, And then now I'm like, if I feel like going to Ruth's Chris, I'm going to go to Ruth's Chris. But I'm not going to charge it. I'm going to say, do you want to go to Ruth's Chris? All right, so in a month from now, we got to go, you know what I mean? Like, we're going to budget for that. We're going to be able to do it. We're going to afford it and pay cash with it. So question.
I do have a question. I don't want to go off topic. I have a party coming up. Actually, I'm planning for it.
Just speak up a little bit.
It's in February, and it's out of state.
Right.
As far as placing an order, like, how do you determine? Because right now we have like 25 people. How do I determine the size of it? What size order I should have shipped down?
I wouldn't ship anything down there.
Really?
What do you mean, before the party?
Yeah, because it's taxes.
No. So when you get to the party, if you can bring your demo with you, and you can have your own thoughts on this too. If it was me, I would bring my demo down as much as I could. It might even be some of the products that you're already bringing down, like your Body Duty, your Gucci, and that kind of thing. And then when you're at the party, since it's down in Texas, I would well, I have stock at home, so you could either one get home, I would have my stuff and then ship it down there, or when you're at the party, pull up your website and have them order from your website and have it shipped directly to them.
Plus also it's in February. You got to do parties now. You have to determine what you actually sell the most of. You won't know.
You have no idea.
You have no idea what you're going to be selling in February. You need to know what you're going to be selling right now and what your top sellers are. And you won't know that until you have your parties between now and January. You'll be able to then go back in January and say, okay, what are my top sellers? What did I sell the most of between November and now? And that is going to be what you're going to order the most of down in Texas, because what you show is what you sell. You know, you went to my party. You bought everything that I showed except for like maybe one or two things that I didn't show. Okay, and you were that impulse buyer because you were like, wait a minute, oh, you got that? Add that too. Okay. And Deborah can tell you, I did Deborah's launch party and she was pulling stuff and people were like, oh wait, you got that? Okay, add that too. But I only carry what I show. I just happen to have one or two extras because I've noticed one or two extra people is always that one that wants that Mrs. Dependable. I got tired of paying priority mail costs to sell a Mrs. Dependable, so I keep one in stock. So just know right now, figure out right now what your top things are, and then say towards, because your party's not till the end of February, so say towards the end of January, look at everything. Because it doesn't take long for stuff to come in. It takes 2 days for our stuff. The turnaround is really quick when you place an order.
How long are you gonna be down there for?
3 days.
Okay, yeah. So I still wouldn't. I literally probably at the party, I would probably have them order from your website.
Yeah.
And then what you could do, because the shipping is maybe a little different, you could bring some foil packs and be like, you're gonna get a gift. Sorry for the the difference.
But
if you want to do
so, and then they only have to wait a couple of days because then to get home. But then also the shipping is going to be $1.95 more. But I think once you spend a certain amount on the website, it gets a little bit lower. So you can say anyone that treats themselves, never say spend. Anyone that treats themselves to $50 or more, you're going to get a little gift from me. You're going to be ordering on the website. Shipping is going to be a little bit higher, but it's coming directly to you from the corporate office.
You're going to get a free gift from me.
Yeah, because you're too new right now.
I definitely would order
the rigmarole of stuff. Yeah, know what your top sellers are.
Because even right now, like to say, oh, I want to build some stock. What's your best seller? Like what I sell a lot of, she might not sell a lot. Now there's staples, yes. So Coochie, Body Dew, enhancement cream, just like me. There's staples like that. But toy wise, I mean, if we compare what we sell, I mean, probably there'd be a lot of similarities and everything, but there's probably some things that are different. I know, like, I think, Leslie, wasn't it you that asked me about, gosh, what was it? One of the toys, the taxi cab or whatever. And I was like, the Bum Diggity. I carry one of those, but then I wouldn't want to trade with somebody because then it means I not have to buy it. Like I keep one in stock just in case somebody, wants it. Any other questions you guys have? There's a lot of information.
Oh, let me unmute you guys. Wait, because you all unmuted.
You have to have the website to do that. I'm not sure.
Well, the website comes with, like, we automatically have it. Yeah. Do you mean Facebook or do you mean the actual your pyramid's website?
Just Facebook.
Oh, Facebook. I would say it would help you, but I mean, picking up the phone and texting and calling is gonna. Yeah. Once in a while, the problem is if you don't use, this is my opinion, if you don't use social media at all, you're not using Facebook at all, the only times that you do, you pop on once every couple of weeks, it's pure romance related, your friends will be like, what? So like I'm using it, I do like some kind of motivational quote, I do something funny, I do something, and I let people into like who I am, because then I'm making connections with people are friends with me, whether they're friends or not friends with me, and then that way they're going to be like, oh yeah, she's doing this, oh, like, as I get closer to hitting 100 this year, I'm going to be like, y'all, I need you. Like, help me. That kind of stuff. And then I've had people I had a girl on my team that signed up. She did the kit raffle. And then I was like, listen, I need you to activate. Can you make this happen? She was like, give me a couple days. She messaged me. She's like, all right, I'm going to activate for you. She got some stuff, and I was like, all right, and I'll give you some free products because you activated. Because I get a lot of free products anyways every month. So it helped me because she's friends with me, and she was like, I know it's good. She's straight up said, she's like, I know it'll help you. I'm going to go ahead and activate. And she got the kit for $20. So, you know, that kind of thing. But I would say maybe once in a while, even if it's like a Monday, go on there and do a motivational post or something like that. Like just a couple things here and there. If you don't want to use it, then just pick up the phone.
But I would also say for you, because I know her circumstances. You have clientele. Do a client group. It's still private. Make it secret.
Find secret.
It is a secret because then that way you can still make your post. You can still do a motivational post. You can still do. Everybody who's in my group knows I do the sex fact every day in my group. You can do something like that so it can still be pure and related without you having to publicly, because of personal reach, she can't publicly be. She is on Facebook because of our team.
But that's the reason I learned the business. The reason I don't participate on Facebook or have my photos on Facebook, I don't mess with that.
Congratulations for getting out of that.
Yes, that's great. Two sons. They're living in California. One's in California. Graduated MBA biology and science. The youngest is 22 and he's in the Army. His wife is also in the Air Force. They have a baby. So I'm driving grandma.
Congratulations for getting out of that.
Yes. And my ex still looks at his wife. Several years, so I don't put my information out because I'm.
And I would say do a secret group.
Yeah. So secret group, like that's what mine is. If you put in Pure Romance by DK, Danielle King, nothing comes up. A private group, it would come up, but you have to request to be added.
Right.
And then a fan page, everybody can get into it. But a secret group, you can't even find me. I gotta add you into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I did it, because I don't want my kids at school, middle school, to put in Danielle King and it comes up. So like even unless you're friends with me, my email for Pure Romance is blocked. So you can see my home email. I think I even have when I was teaching Zoom, but you can still see that. But I went on there. The only it's Pure Romance email is just friends. Other things you can, because you can actually completely block everything on there, unless you're friends with people. So. But a secret group,
yeah. Keep it a secret group. Does anybody have any other questions? My Zoom people, my out-of-state ladies, do we have any questions?
What's happening over there?
I don't know what song you're doing.
Oh, I had a question. I still have not received my what's that card?
Swagger?
Oh, you're
sorry. And I've ordered the thing twice.
Mine took a really long time.
And I went on.
And I ordered it twice.
I went on Square and someone else said the same thing. Where's my scan?
I would call, but also you can go to I think like Target or something and get it and send them the receipt and they'll reimburse you for it.
Okay. Yeah. Or just call. I use PayPal, but PayPal,
I bought both. I mean, I got both.
Yeah. Okay.
I got both.
Any other questions? Anybody on Zoom?
No questions for me.
Sonia, Walanda, Kim, Tanisha.
Nope, not me.
All right, so everybody give DK a round of applause.
Yay.
If you have more questions, go ahead and post in the group. I want to say thank you to you. And happy belated birthday. Thank you. All right, so we are going to get into a little bit more business, and we'll actually be done a little bit earlier. Yay. All right, so I'm going to pull up a picture. Who has seen the new coochie sets? Yep.
The bags are super cute.
Aren't they cute? How many of you gotten any just yet? I just ordered 10 of them. So ladies, this is it right here. It comes with 3 4-ounce coochies, different scents, and it comes with this awesome bag. Has anybody gotten their Inspire magazine just yet?
Yes.
Did you see the other 2 gift sets that are coming out? I don't think they planned that well because it's supposed to be premiering on the 14th, and we got our Inspire magazines already. I have one for you.
Also, too, when we were at the board trip, I think this is the bag that inside it's lined, so that way you can put like your swimsuit in it or something like that. That's what they were. Yeah, I think it was this one. I don't think it makes sense that it was this one, not. But the other one with the hot hearts, one's is naughty, one's is nice, and the bag that it comes with, you can actually drop them in there when they're still hot. So it's some kind of bag. I don't.
Sweet.
What kind of bag?
Yay! So they're gonna be all on this. So make sure you're on Live, Love, Win. Tuesday the 14th, I think it is. Tuesday the 14th. Is it Monday? Whatever Monday. Yeah. So the 14th. Live, Love, Win. It's on. I usually post a link in our team group. It's from Ustream through Pure Romance, so you get to see. You were on it the last time when we did the they were showing the Halloween episode. Yeah, so that's a Live, Love, Win. So ladies, this is actually my booking gift for anybody that books with me between now and December, because I am just very close to my goal for the end of the year. So this is actually what I'm offering them. So this is, if you can get, even if you can get 5 of them and say, look, I got 5 dates and I have 5 special hostess gifts for you. Okay, they're $39 retail. So definitely take advantage of it. If you can get it during a sale day where you get an additional, either additional 15 or you get up to a 50% buying discount, it's half off for you. So this is just a great, a great thing to do as well. All right, to get more parties on you. Also, for you to sell more things, holiday season's coming up. What holiday's coming up? Thanksgiving. Yeah, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving comes first. I know. You're like, yeah, she's going right for the gifts. That's all she wants. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Well, Thanksgiving comes first. And if you are not already planning your Black Friday, even if you're new, plan a Black Friday special. And what DK was talking about earlier with your tiers, I did the same thing for years and it works. You do not have to wait for it. You can say, I'm starting a special, the early birds, 4 to 6 a.m., get 50% off. And people message you, and you put in. If I could find my information, I'll post it in our team group. Of what, because I haven't done it since slumber. I
did postcards too, so I actually put on a postcard and then mailed those out.
Yeah, and between now and Thanksgiving, advertise it to your people at your parties. Wait until they actually pay. And then say, just so you know, I'm also doing a Black Friday. You know, be on the lookout for the information. Let me, get you on Facebook, blah, 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 so that you can get their information and send it out. But this is actually up on the COO. This is called a turkey trot. Great way for you to get more parties without having to do a lot of work. So the whole gist of it is, during Thanksgiving, everybody's away or with their families or whatever. So your goal is to get 10 people to participate. And with those 10 people, you're going to tell them, all you need to do is just to get $100 minimum orders. And that's about 2 to 3 people. $100 minimum orders, 2 to 3 people. When they do that, you're going to give them a free gift just by doing it. They're still going to get 10% of the party sales. And it's pretty much like a catalog party. You're going to give them 2 catalogs. You're going to give them, 2 catalogs, order forms with envelopes so that it's confidential. And you're going to give them a deadline. So the deadline, if you give it to them around the week of Thanksgiving, the deadline is December 2nd that they need to give it to you. But you get 10 people and you get $100 orders, and they can put the order in themselves if they want to. Well, guess what? That's $1,000 right there. And you didn't do anything except give people some packets and instructions and then picked it up. And then you're putting everybody's orders in. And then if you want, you can do the following day, you can do a drawing. For those 10 people, 1 winner will get $50 in free product. 2 winners will get $25 in free product. Half of them will get 1/2. 5 winners will get 1/2 off item, or 2 winners can get free shipping. It's not going to cost you much because that $1,000, you already got $50 in free product right then and there. All right, so this helps to pretty much pace yourself, and then they'll get double hostess rewards, because if they get a $100 order, double it, they'll get, they get $20. All right, and free products. So I'm gonna pass this around, and there's a PDF on it. I will upload it to our team group, and you can adjust it, and you don't have to do it just for Turkey Trot. It could be for Christmas, Valentine's Day, Easter, St. Patrick's Day. You can have it do whatever you want to do, okay? And you can change it up. All right, the next thing we want to make sure, and DK touched on this, planting seeds. So we want to make sure we are planting seeds, and especially when you're on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, anything like that, without going cuckoo crazy. You don't want to throw up your business. You're not going to get a lot of business by doing so. If you follow me on Facebook or see my page, you see I really don't post a lot about pure romance on my business. Right now, it's all about my new cat. Every picture you see, my cat's doing something, but I'm getting a lot of feedback from it. And so when I go to my parties, how's the cat? You know, or how's whatever, how the kids, last week it was my kid's Halloween costume, because I made her costume. And everybody talked about it. And so it's a great way to show you are human. It's not all about pure romance. But if you want it to be, that's totally fine. You can say, you know, just got some learning on, or just got to get a fun ladies' afternoon with a whole bunch of ladies. And guess what? I got a tax write-off just for doing that. Okay. If you want to post somebody else's post, Danielle Joy, who's another top person in the company, she just, as of today, paid off all of her credit cards. Wow. She has no more credit cards, so she posted that. And so I just did a screenshot, posted it, and was like, shout out to my friend who, because of pure romance, paid off all of her credit cards. Had nothing to do with me. Yeah. But I did sneak in pure romance. Okay? You can, if you are a stay-at-home mom and you're going on a field trip, yay, my boss says I could take the day off. She's awesome. Okay, something like that. So make sure you're planting seeds, and even at your parties or anything like that, you're talking about it. All right, and then last thing, DK also talked about your VIP program. When you're first starting off, if you're brand spanking new, and a lot of ladies in this room are brand spanking new, I would start your VIP for right now at $99. Because you want at least $100 party average, per person average. So if you start off at $99, you say $99 and you'll get a free gift. The gift can be a 4-ounce bottle of cleaner. It's $12. It doesn't cost you $12. For me, when I first started doing the VIP program, I did start at $149, but my party average, I was already having $100 per person average, so I wanted to up it, so now it's $149. I always use the 9s. I don't say $150 because for some reason with women, 9s and 7s appeal to them more than just a roundabout number. So I say for $149, they were either the choice of a heart massager or a toy tote. People were coming to me going, how do I get that toy tote? How do I get that heart massager? And I'm like, spend $149, done. This is what I need to get, this, and this. They were actually doing it. I'm like, okay. Now I have a spank box. When they treat themselves to $149, and Rhonda was at my party yesterday, and she can tell you how many of them were shopping out my spank box. And they were excited. Yeah, all of them. Except I had 9 people at my party. 3 of them didn't shop out my spank box, but they booked parties. All the rest of them, it's when you treat yourself to $149, you shop out my spank box for $5. Anyone out for $5? Deb was there. She got something free out my spank box as well. Yeah. And when you treat yourself to $199 or more, you get one thing for free. What's in my spank box? Anything that's on sale right now. That's when I say on sale, meaning I'm only going to pay $8 or less. That's it. So I had a lot of ton of funds in there. I have a lot of please me's because I got 12 please me's for spending a certain amount of money. I have the love story candles right now because we don't have them anymore. Anything that's gone, I put it in there. And mix it up. Don't just make it just toys because some women aren't into toys. Some women want bath and beauty. So I have right now the Skinny Dipped Radiant Orchids for me were $6. So I got a whole bunch of those, and so a few of them are in there. So I have them. I have books that I'm not selling right now. So I have some books that are in there, and so I make them feel extra special. I just started this. Everybody gets a bag from me, and I just have a label. I printed it off right off my computer, the shipping labels, and it just says VIP Shopper Pure Romance by Nakia. So everybody gets a bag. I'll show you what it is. And I got these bags in the dollar section. And that's and they feel so special. They're like, I get a bag, and they come skipping out. and it's so funny because yesterday, I think the 3 people that didn't, they came out in regular black bags, black plastic. They were like, oh, you got a regular bag. So they knew that they weren't VIP. So just kind of, it doesn't cost much. Just kind of spice them up a little bit.
$1 at the dollar store?
I think they came in like packs of 3 or 4, and then each one was $1.
I ordered the base ones, but now they're a little bit pricier. So now I'm waiting till like Black Friday.
She has canvas bags.
Like canvas ones, but I've been doing it for a year and a half, and I have ladies that literally come into her and they're like, "You're not gonna get me those bags."
Yeah, I'm cheap.
But I know, what is it, Michael's?
When they treat themselves to $149, they can shop out my spank box for $5.
So when $5 for
one item, $5. What did you say, Miss Evans?
I was like, Michael's. I get them from Michael's too. They sell.
Probably Walmart too.
Yeah.
I am cheap. So I'll go wherever the cheapness is, all right? But I make it look pretty, okay? All right, so let's do some team recognition. Ladies, the Naughty Vixens Dream Team, we added 19 new members to the team last month. I'm so excited! Yay! We are awesome. So I want to welcome the newbies, and if you are here, then go ahead and stand up. So we have Deborah Reed, Rhonda Christopher, Jasmine Reese Slaughter, Walanda Short, who's on the Zoom call, Angela Brunson, she is in Maryland, she just signed up, she couldn't make it, Tina Sylvester out of New Jersey, Olivia Braun, who's in Cali, Sabrina Manley, who's in Cali, Emily McKay, who's in Connecticut, Aaron Walker, who is in Oregon. Let me see if I can read the rest. Sorry, take off my glasses for this one. Veronica Blackshear, and she's in Cali. Lori Johnson, she is in New Jersey. Donna Howard and Andrika Smith, who is in Georgia. And then we have Megan Berger, who is in Oregon. Sabrina Pemington, who's in Oregon, Jamie, I might mess this name up, Nishida, she's in California, Christy DeLeon is in California, and Christina Newton in California. So congrats to all of you ladies. Great job. And so for my ladies who are here, you actually get a little sign-on bonus from me. So yeah, you get a shirt.
Oh, so excited.
And I am ordering Naughty Vixen team shirts soon. So this is for you. This one is yours. This one is this is because it's a medium, and I was sitting there, I'm like, you have your choice of medium and extra large. Don't worry about the pocket, honey. Nobody's looking at it. But it's stretchy. If not, I have an extra large.
Your boobalicious, so I gave you your extra large.
So yay, congrats. And Walanda, I'm putting one in the mail for you as well. So congrats to you. All right. So next thing we're going to do Top teams in sales. So our top 10 in sales. Number 10 with $365 is Jessica Cruz. Congrats. Number 9, $430, Yvette Lee. Number 8 with $527, Miss Donna Howard. 782 goes to Lisa Summers. Number 6, number 6 with $1,008.30, Alexis Cardi Campbell. Number 5 with $2,002, Shalina Cunningham, and she's out in Oregon. And number 4 on Zoom chat, $2,210, Tanisha Lester. She's number 3. Number 2 out of upstate New York, $3,216, Michelle Jordan. Oh no, that is number, I'm sorry. 4 is Tanisha, 3 is Michelle, 2 with $4,144.50. And I think this is her largest month yet. In Oregon, Kimberly Jennings. And number 1 out of Cali, $6,088.50, Chris Sharp. All right, so congrats to you, ladies. And then for the year, where you are for the year, and whoever my top 10s are for the year, you actually can get a trophy from me at the end of the year. So number 10, $5,743, Yvette Lee. Number 9 with $5,827, Marilyn Gardner. She's out in Cali. Number 7, yeah. Number 8, $6,697 is Alexis Cardi Campbell. Number 6 with $9,410, Tanisha Lester. Number 5, 4, 3, 2. Nope, I'm sorry. Number 6. Sorry, guys. Number 6 with $9,914, Shalina Cunningham. Number 5 with $13,791 for the year so far, Sonia West. Number 4 with $14,198, Lisa Summer. She's out in Maryland. Number 3 with $15,427, Michelle Jordan. Number 2 with $26,190, and she is going for a goal to finish out with $30,000 for the year, Kimberly Jennings. In Oregon, and our number 1 with $66,792, our President's Club member for 2017, Chris Sharp.
Excellent.
Congrats, ladies. Congrats. And I think I did this one already. And then for our sponsoring for last month, we have Bronique Benz, who's out in Connecticut, sponsored 1 person. Tanisha sponsored 1. Deborah Reed sponsored 1. Shalina Cunningham sponsored 2, which promoted her to senior consultant. And then Chris Sharp sponsored 5 people. Wow. So congrats. So ladies, do know it doesn't matter how hard, what you're doing, as long as you're working, that's all that matters. Whether you sponsor 1 person or 50 people, that's all that matters. Do what you want to do for you. Don't look at me and DK and Dana and Chris and say, God, I need to do 70,000 as well. If that's not what your goal is, then don't make it your goal to be where we are, okay? If all you want is just $300 a month, go for it, okay? Just make sure it's about you. I don't do this for my kids, so when you said that, it was so funny. I truly don't do this for my kids, okay? I do this so I don't have to get up in the morning if I don't want to. That is truly why I do this. My kids have nothing to do with it. It's just they get to reap the benefits of it. I'm a shoe whore, as you all know. So every month, my goal is to have at least one $1,500 party so that I can buy myself some shoes. every single month. All right, so that's why I do what I do. All right, so we are going to last thing draw our winners, and we have, where are your other tickets? Where did it go? Evelyn needs to get one for a 10-day. So ladies, I have some goodies up here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goodies. If you have not seen these, and yes, I'm giving the whole pack away. This is great for you to carry around with you instead of a catalog. So in case people want to know what you do, you have that. We also have just, you can keep your pins in here or your prizes or whatever in here. And it's just this is make a statement. This is a key fob from 31. So pretty much I use this to keep my bags together. If you've been to my parties, you'll know I have 2 of these, one for my big bags, one for my small bags. And it keeps it all nice and hooked up. Always good to write your ideas and stuff down. I keep one of these with me all the time in case I meet someone. I get to write down all of their information, or if I want to remember something, I have it written down. And then this is no longer available with the company, but you have yourself a cute little Pure Romance bag. Okay, so if I call your name, I'll call your number, come on up and you can pick. Oh, and one last thing, make sure you are doing, this is not one of the prizes, this is actually mine. Have your money can, okay? Money can, so can you turn that light on right behind you?
I'm here.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, I had to get it a little brighter. Money can, make sure you turn it on. Turn it on. Make sure you have one. You should be saving anywhere from $5 to $20 for every single party. You want to pay yourself first so that you have money for conference, which is coming up in October. You have all of that stuff. Anything you want to do. Most people use wine bottles. I don't like breaking stuff, so I have a can. There's no bottom to it. So once I put the money in there, that's it. All right. Until I take it out. And for this is actually my conference money because it's in Orlando, and I'm treating my husband again to the trip. So I want to make sure I have money. And I have, if you look in that cabinet, there's actually a jar that can shake in there. And if my husband comes up in here. Oh no, that's not my husband.
That's mine.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's not. Yeah, that's not. Oh, okay. Perfect. All right. So let's call some winners, and then feel free to take some of the pizza that's there and the snacks that's there. I'm shaking. I'm shaking. Who wants me to call their number? Me. I know Sonia wants me to call her number.
Yes, I do.
All right, here we go. Tanisha getting excited. She moving around. She ready. All righty, here we go. First number, last 4 digits. 9719. 9719. Woo! All right, come on, pick a prize.
I gotta get up.
We're gonna keep calling until they're all gone. All right, with the exception of my money can, because you can't take my money. Oh, yeah, sorry. All right, next one. 9730. 9730. Oh, that's this Walanda. Walanda, you're a winner. You gotta unmute yourself. Tell me what you want.
Hey, awesome. I don't know, picks now for me.
All right, we're gonna get a bag. Woo!
Okay, yay.
Oh, y'all. Y'all are here. Y'all can get bags from me anytime. She in Texas. All right. Next one. People. 8533. 8533.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, yay! Come on up.
Yeah, that's me.
Surprise.
That's me. I remove my glasses to see.
I know.
That's what I do.
Me too. Yeah, me too. All right, next one. 8530. Oh, yeah. All right, last one. Last one.
My dance classes. All right, here we go. All right. 9, 7, 3. Did I forget to add one? Oh, I'm just kidding. 3, 9, 7, 3. Yay! Woo! You got 2 things. Oh, you can always share with your mama. I'm just saying. Woo! Woo! All right.
Give you your shirt.
Oh!
Like the shirt that says Lloyd Ride.
All right, so thank you guys for coming, my Zoom people. Thank you. Everybody say bye to the
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Ladies, next month. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.